Hi, boys and girls. This is our daily video for lesson 5. Please watch it. It will really help you understand what we learned today. Here we go.
This is Mr. Waldorf. We have been learning how to make bar graphs to represent data and answer questions about that data. Today, you are going to get to practice creating bar graphs and answering questions about the data. For today's lesson, you will need activity sheets 1 and 2. Get your materials ready and let's begin. All right, we are going to begin today with a fun fluency activity called coin drop. I'm going to drop some coins in this cup, and you are going to keep up with how much money is in the cup. So first of all, we are going to start with a quarter. What is the value of a quarter? 25 cents. So count with me. 25. Now I'm going to drop some nickels in with the quarter. What is the value of each nickel? 5 cents. So we're going to count by fives as we drop in the nickels. I'm going to start counting with you, but then you're going to continue counting on your own after I stop counting. So ready? Here we go. So we have 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, how much money is in the cup? 50 cents. We counted from 25 up to 50 cents. Now I'm going to take out some nickels and we're going to see what is left in the cup after I'm finished. So ready, I'm going to start counting with you again, but then you're going to continue counting on your own. So we have 50 cents, 45 cents, 40 cents, okay, how much money is left in the cup? 30 cents. We have 1 quarter and 1 nickel, which is 30 cents. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, so this time I'm going to again start with quarters. So count in your head as I drop in these quarters. Okay, how much money is in the cup? 50 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents. Now I'm going to drop in some nickels. So count in your head as I drop them in. Okay, how much money is in the cup now? 75 cents. Now I'm going to take out some nickels. Again, count on your head as I remove them. So we have 75 cents, 70 cents, okay, what is the value of the coins that are still in the cup? 55 cents. We have 2 quarters, which is 50 cents, and 1 nickel left, which makes 55 cents. Okay, that was a great warm-up. Now, let's get started with the lesson. Okay, let's get started on activity sheet 1. Let's read the directions together. Callista saved pennies. Use the table to complete the bar graph. Then, answer the following questions. So in this problem, we are told that Callista saved pennies. Let's look at the table of data that we're going to use to make the bar graph. What do you notice about the data? Something I noticed is that there are 4 days in the data, and that she did not save the same number of pennies each day. Now let's go ahead and create our bar graph. Before we start representing the data in the graph, though, what do we need to do first? We need to create a title for the graph and label the categories. So we would normally need to create a scale as well, but it has already been completed for us. So what do you think we should name our graph? You might use the name from the table, which is pennies saved. You might also include Callista's name in the title. I'll let you decide how to title your graph. So what about the 4 categories we need to label? What are they? From the data table, we can see the 4 categories are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I want you to press pause now, complete your title, and label your categories. Then press play when you have finished, and I'll be waiting for you. Okay, welcome back. Now that we've completed our title and categories, it's time to represent the data. How do we represent this data in this bar graph? We need to draw the bars or the rectangles that stop at each of the numbers in our table. So let's first mark where our bars or our rectangles are going to stop for each of our categories. On Saturday, she saved 15 pennies. Where is 15 on our graph? It is right here. So let's draw a line right here to show where our bar will stop. Now let's mark our other 3 categories. You mark yours while I mark mine.
I like it better without a graph.
Now, press pause and complete your bars by coloring them in either with your colored pencils or whatever writing utensil you choose. When you finish, press play, and I'll see you back here. All right, is there anything else we need to do to our graph? No, our graph is complete. So let's now answer the questions. So read question A along with me. How many pennies did Callista save in all? So what are we trying to find out with this question? We are trying to find the total number of pennies. So I want you to solve this with whatever strategy you want to use. Press pause and find the total number of pennies, then press play when you are ready to check your answer. All right, I decided to solve this by writing an addition sentence, combining 15 and 10 to make 25, then combining 4 and 7 to make 11. When I put 25 and 11 together, I get 36. How many pennies did Callista save in all? 36 pennies. Now let's read problem B. Her sister saved 18 fewer pennies. How many pennies did her sister save? If her sister saved 18 fewer pennies, will she have saved more than 36 pennies or fewer than 36 pennies? If she saved fewer pennies, it would be less or fewer than 36 pennies. So now I want you to press pause and use a strategy that makes sense to you and solve this problem. Press play when you are ready to see how I solved it. Okay, here's how I solved it. I drew a tape diagram, which helped me know I need to subtract. Then I subtracted 18 from 36 using the subtraction algorithm. How many pennies did her sister save? 18 pennies. Now let's read question C. How much more money did Callista save on Saturday than on Monday and Tuesday? So let's think carefully on this one. What are we comparing in this problem? So what are we comparing? We are comparing the pennies she saved on Saturday and the pennies she saved on Monday and Tuesday. So we have Saturday and then Monday and Tuesday. What does that mean we need to do? First, we need to combine the pennies she saved on Monday and Tuesday before we can compare that to how many she saved on Saturday. I want you to try and solve this problem on your own. Press pause and solve it now and press play when you have finished. If you get stuck, that's okay. Press play anyway and I'll show you how I solved it. All right, I hope you were able to use a strategy and solve that one. If not, that's okay. Trying is what's most important. Here is how I solved it. First, I added the pennies from Monday and Tuesday together. That was 11 pennies. Then I compared the pennies from Saturday. I used subtraction, so 15 minus 11 is 4. We can also say that 15 is 4 more than 11, so she saved 4 more pennies on Saturday than on Monday and Tuesday combined. We are not going to do question D, but I would like for you to write your own comparison problem based on this graph. Remember, a comparison problem is a problem that asks how many more or how many fewer. So press pause and write your own comparison problem, then press play and I'll share one that I wrote. So I want to hear the question that you wrote. Read it to me. That's a great question. Here is the question that I wrote. How many fewer pennies did Callista save on Monday and Tuesday than she did on Saturday and Sunday? So when this lesson is over, see if you can solve the problem that you wrote. Now let's go to activity sheet 2. Let's read this problem together. A group of friends counted their nickels. Use the table to complete the bar graph. Then answer the following questions. Okay, we've practiced together on the first graph. I want you to complete this graph on your own. Remember to write your title and your labels, and this time you will need to complete the scale. Then complete the bars to complete your bar graph. So press pause now, complete your bar graph, then press play, and I'll show you my bar graph and we can compare. So go ahead and compare your bar graph with mine. If there is anything you need to correct on your graph, you can press pause and do that now. Okay, now let's solve problems A, B, and C. On question B, it asks what's the total value of Annie's and Remy's coins. Remember, 1 nickel has a value of 5 cents. So I want you to press pause, do your best to solve these 3 problems, then press play when you are ready to see how I solve them. Again, if you don't get them all complete, that's okay. Just come back here and you can see your work compared to mine. Problem. For problem A, again, I was asking for the total number of nickels, so I added the 4 numbers together and got 38 nickels. For question B, Annie and Remy have 13 nickels in all. I know that 10 fives is 50 cents and 3 fives is 15 cents. 50 cents and 15 cents together is 65 cents. You could have also just counted by 5 cents 13 times to get 65 cents. And finally, for how many fewer nickels does Remy have than Lachey? I remember from an earlier problem, we can use subtraction when comparing. So I did 14 minus 8, which is 6. Remy has 6 fewer nickels than Lachey. Great work creating bar graphs and solving problems today. I think you have earned your